We're live.
Okay.
This is totally bogus, and it's an awesome start to our Bill and Ammon's Bogus Hangout show. Take it away, Bill.
Hello, everybody. We seem to be missing half the hosts of the show today. There's no Ammon Johns. He's missing in action. He's not responding to PMs. We're probably going to call him up via the cell phones and see how he's doing, if he's okay at some point. Maybe we'll do that live during the show.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, we all know how I can freak out about not being able to find my Ammon. Go to great lengths.
I missed the hangout last week. I don't know what I missed.
You know what? We didn't have one.
No?
Yeah, Ammon canceled it. Yeah, because I was away. I was in Colorado. I was like en route, and I like barely made it into like a Wi-Fi accessible area so that I could jump on like within like the last 10 minutes, and then I see that it was canceled, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have like been hammering the driver so bad. We need to get there. But yeah, he canceled it because apparently he picked up a couple more clients last week, and so that's all exciting stuff. And you know, we were busy, and Terry's always got more than his share to do. But yeah, it was pretty nice surprise actually. I hate missing these.
I do too. So I learned a bunch of stuff about schema markup and resource descriptive frameworks, and I'm going to be blogging about some of that stuff and trying to share some of the things I've learned. But Terry, are you okay? Are you okay, Terry?
It looks like maybe he took a call. So in the rush of Bill and I wanting to still continue this, I invited a couple people. That Gina is one person that we've been meaning to get on here for a long time, and I called up my good buddy Adam because I just think he's the coolest person in the world, and he agreed to come on. So let's have you each, tell a little bit about yourself.
Gina, go ahead.
Okay. My name's Gina Fidel, and I'm the co-owner of Fat Eyes Web Development. My husband and I started our company 17 years ago, so it's kind of amazing to us that we've been able to hang in for that long and keep thriving, and we love the work. And, that's what I do all the time.
That's not the fucking microphone.
And that's my story. Right there.
The microphone or what?
No, the language.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
Terry, you're too cute.
Good to see you guys.
Thank you so much for being here. Adam, your turn.
My name's Adam Avitable. I'm in Orlando. I'm a stand-up comedian, author of the book Interviews with Dead Celebrities, and an unsolicited underwear model. And that's really about it.
I have to say, I was pleasantly delighted on my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, I got my birthday card.
The Calvin Klein underwear parody ad. That's a birthday card.
I would like to see that.
What was the parody in it? I don't know. You're damn hot.
It's an actual parody of all the actual Calvin Klein models doing the exact same pose. So it's a literal parody of them. Thank you.
All right. Cool. So Terry, what's going on with you this week?
Oh, my computer fried. Had some data stored in some places. Others is still being searched for. Hopefully it comes back. We'll see.
Yeah. So do you use the cloud? Like, is that going to hurt you a whole bunch?
Well, some of it was on Office 365, the cloud. Some of it should have been there, but wasn't. And that was the important stuff. All income tax and business related. So in emails somewhere, I have copies. It's the 15 or 20 hours to dig it all up, and hopefully the drive I can take it and get the date off it. We'll see. But
you know what? I have decided this kind of has to do with it. I don't know. In my head, I made the leap, and I just had an ADD moment and like just pounded in there. I decided that there really ought to be someone who can make a program where if you highlight something, like say you're using like an annotation program, like I use Evernote and Sketch, like if you could like grab all your highlights and then put it into a doc, would that be the coolest app?
Yeah.
Is it something like that? I've never seen anything like that.
Tumblr has a bookmarklet that works like that. It'll grab pictures off the document and everything.
Like if you highlight it,
Yeah, it only
smush
works
it?
on something on the web, though.
Yeah.
So it's a note clipping service.
Like Evernote. Gina, by the way, I put the image in the comments.
Awesome.
I just have everything back up. I used something called Backblaze, and it took like probably 6 weeks to back up the 2 terabytes that I have. But now it just keeps everything backed up remotely, automatically. So if my computer were fried, I'd be able to recreate it exactly.
Oh, could you put that link in there too?
Yeah.
So Backblaze.
Backblaze, yeah. I think it costs. It's something I don't remember what I paid for originally, but it's like an annual thing, but it's really reasonable.
I'm paying $50 a year.
Yeah, something like that.
Backup of everything on my computer.
Oh, nice. And like with the same program, with Backblaze.
Yeah, with a different program.
Oh, different.
Yeah, I'm just using Office 360. They have terabyte in the cloud. So.
Does anyone here utilize well, it's Yahoo's Flickr?
Yeah, I've been Flickr Pro member for years. I have everything. All of my photos are backed up to like Google Plus to Flickr, and I think I even have them through Backblaze too, and then of course the iCloud. So there are probably just 10,000 dick pics out there just saved forever. So when I die and my kids eventually download them, that's what they're gonna see. Just nothing but just backed up, naked pictures.
You have kids? I thought you didn't.
No, not that I know of, but I'm sure some will crop
once
up
you're
at some
planning?
point. Once I'm rich and famous, they'll show up.
Yeah, true, huh?
They come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
So I'm using Carbonite.
That's another good one. That was the other one I looked at, was Carbonite, and then I went with Backblaze because it just seemed easier for my computer.
I was reminded of an office I worked in where we had a backup external hard drive, and we saved everything to a server. And we backed it up with an external hard drive, and then we took turns taking the external hard drive home with us at night. And that got old after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you work at home. You have a home-based system.
We used to put them in a safe deposit box every couple of days and swap them out. It's like, forget it.
Yeah, but I can't take the drive home from home.
Right.
That would be kind of silly. So backing it up to the cloud makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got a Seagate, like an external hard drive. But one thing that I've realized is that it's only as effective as you use it.
Yes, it's actually doing it, yeah. That's the nice thing about Backblaze is it just automatically runs in the background whenever you're not using your computer. It'll just upload everything that's been changed, so you can always keep it a most current image on their servers.
I also use like Avast, and they back up everything. But the thing that like really bothers me about how that one goes, it's like it backs up everything, and then the next time it does a backup, it backs up everything again, and then it's like I've got all these multiple things, and I'm like, how do I deal with this? This is really annoying.
Yeah, that's
Delete the old ones would be a start.
It shouldn't do that. The normal settings actually just do supplemental, so they just find out what changes and just back that up. But that's an odd. You should look at the settings.
Yeah.
If you can just back up the database, that's the most important thing.
Just the database. Okay, so I was using Backup Buddy, because I don't know if everyone watching
You can schedule that
sees
as well.
that we had, our WordPress. Anyone who's using WordPress, it moved to 4.3. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so everyone get everything backed up and move to the next area of safety, because you don't want to be working in something that is, like 4.0, right? I mean, I'm asking right here because I'm a noob at this. But like, if you're working in a lower version, then that's going to make you
It makes you
more
more
vulnerable. Thank
It
you.
makes more, yeah, but I mean, they do a pretty good job of keeping that. But I mean, you can set up WordPress to automatically back up and even email your database to you on a regular basis. That's what I have. Mine, my WordPress, for how many years I've had it, has been doing that, 10 years, whatever. Just automatically sends me a backup to my Gmail, so I have it just in case.
I saw a thread over in SEO Dojo where Marge, can't think of her last name right now, but she was talking about how, like, she doesn't actually want it to automatically update. And I wanted to ask today, like, you guys, like, what are the pros and cons of having things like that updated automatically?
Obviously, the pros is if you're someone who has a Seagate hard drive and you forget to actually back it up on a regular basis, then having it automatically done means you'll actually get updated regularly, or you'll just forget and leave it, and then you'll be vulnerable. The negative, I would say, is just that it might break something, but they've gotten a lot better in the last. After 3.0, I feel like everything got better and better as far as not breaking things. Generally, it made it easier for things to keep working.
Yeah, if it's the Marge I know, she's probably programmed to the theme as well, and when you a major update in WordPress will sometimes break that stuff if it's not in a child theme.
Right.
That's why you don't do that.
That's why you do child
And
themes.
also, there's what they call refreshes and what they call actual updates. I allow them to do the refreshes, but if it's a major update, I want to back everything up first. I won't let them do that automatically. I don't think it will do it automatically. It warns you, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I have my settings like that, and I still have to go in there and press the button.
Our site's backed up, I think, more than once a day. And am I the only Mac user here? Because I use Time Machine for my system backup.
I'm a PC.
I use Macs. They keep doors open really good.
What does that mean for anyone?
Means it's a door stop. It keeps the door open so it doesn't slide behind me. Just a inner joke that not a lot of people get. Adam did, but
I didn't get it.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it to be an insult, or it's just.
I'm so offended.
I'm a Windows developer and programmer, so Mac is kind of a dirty.
I outed myself. I knew it was dangerous. It always is.
Why would we have anything that's not dangerous?
Right.
This is the Bill and Ammon's Bogus Hangout.
World, so it's also logical. And
I upgraded to Windows 10.
Did you?
Weekend. And I keep on waiting for my computer to start talking back to me. I thought Cortana was supposed to take over.
You have to enable that, Bill. In your settings, you have to enable Cortana.
I think I sort of did that, but it's still not talking to me.
I made point of disabling. I don't like my computer to talk back to me.
With me, it's like, shh, you're waking up the kid who's napping. Shh.
I think it might talk to me more if it was a mobile device. If it was like...
I've considered getting that Amazon Echo that looks kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's worth the cost yet. Maybe once they add more apps to it or something.
Can you tell us about what it is?
It's just it's like a little 9-inch tall speaker that's supposed to do pretty decent sound that has their voice Alexa is the agent that they have on there, and it can even connect to your lights and stuff, certain things. You can just tell it from across the room to turn on your lights and play music and tell you the sports statistics and news and weather and all that stuff and do some searches, but it's still got some issues with it. So
it's kind of like connecting the Nest idea then.
yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's where they're going to go with it, is eventually it's going to be something that will actually connect directly with something like a Nest, so that way you can just talk to it anywhere in the house and it'll do whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah. On Windows 10, there was an option to turn on Bluetooth.
Mm. Yeah, we should do the same thing, right?
It's a pain in the butt to like have Bluetooth otherwise. At least I thought it was.
Why?
You have to have like your Rockfish or like some other like, I don't know, with my desktop I should say. Like with my laptop it was easy, but with my desktop it was a pain. But my desktop also doesn't have like, it doesn't have Wi-Fi capability. Like I can hardwire in, but I can't. Yeah, so maybe it's just that I have a sucky desktop.
Yeah, you just have to have an adapter and plugged in. That's all you really need.
Yeah, that's what I have. I still thought it was pain.
No.
I want to just say, Google, do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm of the millennial generation, and
Right.
that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our fault,
No.
right?
No, of course not.
It is nice to be able to take responsibility, though, when things are pain, and we just are like, oh, I'm being a spoiled princess right now.
I like being a spoiled princess sometimes.
Do you have a crown?
Of course I have a crown. What a silly question to ask. You know I have a crown, Kristin.
Probably one or two.
Yes, I've got a couple.
Crown of thorns.
Yes.
Well, Bill, can you tell us like more about what you were talking about, the things that you were learning?
So one of the presentations at the conference was on artificial intelligence, to talk about things like Nest and Echo. And the person speaking was trying to show the beneficial side, the positive things, things beyond Siri or Google Now, including the robot companions for people who are older, like Pebble, which has been a tremendous seller.
That was the watch, right?
Robot that it's supposed to be a companion for when those old commercials where they had the people who've fallen down and they can't get up. Mm-hmm. So the robot's supposed to be the one making that phone call saying so and so's fallen down, they can't get up.
Oh, that is awesome! Like, is it like what is it triggered by? I'm wondering. Like motion trigger, like.
Probably similar to your Fitbit that like tells you, if you've been too still for too long and things like that. That's what I would guess is probably that similar type of thing. Or if there's any sudden jarring actions.
And microphones and so on, so it could listen for breathing near the ground.
I wonder if it'd be like be able to sense vibration like with your heart and stuff. Because like say you have the type of schizophrenia where you freeze and it triggers that you haven't moved or you catatonic. That's the catatonic schizophrenia. Like would it have any false triggers?
Probably.
I know that the sensors in a smartphone can tell whether or not you're moving normally, the way you have in the past.
Okay.
There's like a gyroscope and a motion detector built into those. Mm-hmm. And so your phone can tell you're coming down with a cold days before you've come down with a cold.
That's insane.
It is.
And that's true with Android phones and Series. iPhones too. And there are people who've done studies on that. There was a group that Google bought named Wavy who was working at MIT that had come up with a study that showed that they could tell when people were getting each other sick by phone sensors. And they can use Bluetooth to tell which other people those people coming down sick had gotten in contact with. Whose phones had they been close enough to give a handshake to?
That's really interesting. I think mine might not think I'm sick. It would just when I'm drunk, it would just think that I was sick. I think you're walking really funny. Did you just have a stroke? And I'm like, no, it's it's 2 a.m. I'm going home.
That's when I would ask if we can call you a cab.
Right.
Yeah.
Just right up Uber.
Isn't there something like that, or is that just something that we were joking about recently?
Something we were joking about.
No.
I mean, you could probably tell Siri to open Uber. It probably would. I mean, that'd be my guess.
That's why you have deep linking with those apps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Well, I just I'm posting the link for anyone who might like to jump on in this crazy conversation, this crazy bogus conversation. And you could share the screen with people who have actually brushed their hair and then people like me. But we'd love to have you, so check in on the event page for that link. I've had several people message me, and I'm sorry I haven't gotten to your messages because I'm here.
Right.
Hopefully there are people that are just saying, we want the link to come in, and then we'll see some friendly faces come in.
That works.
So Terry, tell us what you've been up to.
Oh, case and files mainly, and doing a little bit of work and trying to do some writing. That's about it. Not a lot. Trying to load the apps here, but not allowing it. So.
Not of that. Tell us about not allowing it.
Oh, the Hangout tools wouldn't allow me to download them. Must have something against Windows 10, I guess.
See, I haven't gone to Windows 10. Hello, John. I haven't gone to Windows 10 because I am more paranoid. Hey, Mike. I'm more paranoid about, because the thing where, I don't know, someone, okay, so my godfather who passed away just a couple months ago, one of the last words of wisdom that he left with me is that the government can't get to Windows 7, but they can get to any version over that. And so
that's because most big corporations and governments only support the last two browser versions.
Yeah, well,
that's common.
I'm, Snowden Snow Bunny, so I considered going to Tor, but I'm scared as heck of the deep web or the dark web, so I won't go there. But I've considered it just because I am a Snowden Snow Bunny.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I'm not the Edge browser. I'm not a big fan at all.
Why is that?
The whole thing's black. Doesn't really outline things properly. Maybe it's the way I've customized it or the way it is default, but I couldn't use it to install the app for Google. It wouldn't finish. I had to go and change to Internet Explorer, and I couldn't anyhow figure out how to launch Internet Explorer. You have to actually be in a page and ask it to open that page in the older browser. They're even making it hard to get at it. So I'm thinking they want you to use the Edge, but it's a second browser. I set up stuff that I don't use very often or need to look at very often because it does remember passwords better and has a good password management system. But that's the only thing so far that I've found that I really, I've been using Internet Explorer for so long that when you change it, it's like you change the interface, the GUI, and I'm lost. It's like, oh, now I got to learn this all over. Yeah. And another thing is on Outlook, when you get your notifications, you used to be able to do everything that you could do inside of Outlook in the notification. Now all you can do is close the notification. So why bother with a notification? Just throw it in the inbox and don't bug me. So I guess I gotta probably go in and find the settings to change it, but that takes an hour because you have to search because, well, it's the usual. Nothing's where you expect it to be.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how are you today? Why don't you tell us what you've been up to this past week?
Oh, well, actually, I took last week pretty much off and helped my daughter and son-in-law do some moving. We moved a whole bunch of stuff from the storage, and I painted most of the kitchen, and yeah, I just worked my little fanny off all week over at my daughter's house and did nothing else. And by the end of the week, I was tired and sore, and then I took the whole weekend off to recover from that.
What color is the kitchen?
White. Well, the original cabinets were originally what I call shit brown. I'll just say it. I won't beat around the bush here. It was really a bad color of brown, and so my daughter wanted it to be white to go with everything else, and it opens the kitchen up more. It makes the kitchen look larger and stuff. So, but
and
the
then when she
going
has her child, right? Like she hasn't had it.
Yeah.
Like
We have
the child will be able to put fun handprints of gooey, sticky stuff all over the walls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be perfect. I'm waiting for her to get to revenge on her mother, because her mother had the habit when she was a little girl of going around and painting everything, with whatever she had in hand, and so I'm just waiting for her dear daughter to go and paint on all these nice, freshly painted walls. It will be truly funny.
Oh my goodness, painting on them. Most kids are terrorists with crayons, but she actually painted. That's so funny.
And I'll be in the back going, yay!
And she's actually an art teacher, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She teaches art, and she is a studio art. She has a degree in studio art, and she teaches art. And
that is too cool.
So she really is an artist. Yeah.
So how about you, Mike? What have you been up to?
It's been a very busy summer, and I didn't think I'd have the chance to watch or participate at all today, but I'm glad I did. Actually, I just jumped on for a couple of reasons. One, Kristin, you were in Colorado.
Yeah. That's
where I live. So I own this state, and I am enormously annoyed at you for not letting me know. That was one.
Thank you for not alerting the authorities and allowing us to leave.
No, I did. You were watching the whole time you were here.
So then you know how much I drank. Very little.
Very, very interesting. Mm-hmm. Two, we've started a brand new SEO program for dark web sites only, and it's fantastic because they never know if it works or not. But, so it's just like my standard SEO, except you're not supposed to know it's happening. And it's free. I apologize because it's the end of the summer here. My in-laws are here. And I was looking at a saddle, so I probably look all stuff. But it's a joy.
You're looking at a saddle?
We were looking at an Aussie saddle because some of you know we have a horse, and so my wife would like to ride it. And to do so, we trail ride. This is not SEO related. Okay, this is not even interesting. But to trail ride, you need a really good, deep saddle. That's the way I understand it.
If you have a big booty, you need to have a deep saddle, right?
Big, small, or in between, you need it deep. So anyway, but I'm looking forward to Bill's new blogs and such because I learned so much from Bill. About 80% of what I know about SEO comes from Bill's research, and it's free. So
I know.
Thank you again, Bill, and everybody else. Okay.
No, you don't need to be done. You were saying some awesome things. I love your point about talking about it being free because I am the big hippie girl, and I don't like things behind a paywall. I think that knowledge, when it's beneficial to others, that we should share it with other people. I understand that people need to make living, and so it's not like I want you to be poor, Bill, but I love that you do so much for so many people. And for those of us who take the time to understand your writing style, we have greatly benefited from the things that you do so freely give. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And
I'll
that's
second
why
that.
whenever I publish something, it's pure crap. Because it's misleading and it's a lie. And
You
hopefully
do
all
that intentionally, though.
and all those little junior SEOs, you know, they're out there, you know, doing a bunch of links because of my writing. So I hope they don't follow Bill. Because he's got it right. Where's Ammons?
I don't know.
It's the question of the day.
What's his
Totally
number?
bogus.
Do you want to give a call, Kristin?
You know what? The last time I tried, and this, okay, so this is really odd. Like with Hangouts, you're supposed to be able to call, right, another person who has Hangouts. So the only thing that I can possibly think of is that Ammon's phone number that he has listed, that I have, he doesn't have it associated with his Hangouts account. Because it makes me want to, it says, like, you don't have enough credits to call this person. I'm like, well, he's just in the UK. It's not like it's like Tanzania or something.
He's not answering his Hangouts today anyway, so
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't reach him that way.
He probably has like a multi-billion-dollar account that he's trying to salvage for someone else as a favor, because that's what Ammon pretty much does a lot of times. He is another person that gives and gives and gives.
And he probably couldn't pay his bill because of that. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, could be. So what next?
I want to talk about something completely unrelated just because it just annoyed me because I just got a notification on my phone. I'm
Sweet.
sure, does anybody here actually use Tinder? I don't know if anybody even, any of you guys.
No.
You guys are all probably married.
I'm not, but
I know you're not, Kristin, but you know.
we had that hard
Yeah, you're not gonna.
conversation.
I'm in Orlando. It's a big city, so I use Tinder. And it used to be that there were all these. And if you don't know what it is, Tinder, it's a little app that you just swipe right if you like somebody, swipe left if you don't. And if they swipe right on you, you have a match. You can chat with them. It's great. I take the global approach to it. I have an app that swipes right on everybody, and then I figure I can be picky once I see who likes me, and that way I can unmatch and if I don't like, etc. But there's a lot of spammers on there, and it's all women, and they're all model. Like, all the photos are model. So you got used to looking at these supermodels and being like, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, and they would try to send you a pay link or something like that. They've wised up to it now, and now for the past couple of days, all I've been getting have been approachable girls who are fake. And that is so much more hurtful to see approachable girls being fake. It is so much worse to see a 4, and I'm like, oh, I'm swiping right on her, and then have it be a spam one. I was like, I was giving you pity by swiping right on you, and now you're spam. So I just have to say that Tinder is driving me crazy right now.
Yeah, that totally sucks. I'm sorry you're going through that.
Yes, it's awful, I know. I guess I should go out and meet people in the real way. At a bar
Yeah,
when we're
on G+.
drunk and our judgment is impaired. That makes much better sense.
You can be on G+ with your judgment impaired.
G+, yeah.
It's the internet. Be
You know,
thankful
the
they
last
were
time-
women.
Right.
Yeah.
The last time I was on G+ was when I did that show with you, Kristin, the superhero one.
Oh yeah, the Network Roundtable.
That was the last time I opened G+. So
Wow.
it's been that long. Yeah, that was several months ago.
I'm glad to keep reeling you in.
Yeah, you're the anchor I have to G+.
I ought to be employed by Google.
Yes, I agree. They should pay you.
I keep Adam coming in.
That's right.
All right. Well, I just have to point this out because I do. It's the 36th Hangout, and I turned 36 on August 14th. Woo! Yay me! I'm a year past the age where you're considered high risk pregnancy if you get pregnant.
Is that, and you're celebrating that?
Well, I mean, I do like a challenge,
Okay.
But I'm not married.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thanks. You already said happy birthday.
I know, but you know.
In a very sexy way.
Face to face, happy birthday.
What do you guys all have planned coming up? Like so since I've been gone for like the last week, I really don't know like all the things that have been going on. Okay, I do know that there's this new social media thing that Eli wised me up to. And it's like Eat Her 9. And when you join it, like you get, I can't remember how they phrase it, like an alter person, like an alter personality, who learns the way that you post, and then they actually like post for you. So like once you die, it can like go on if you have that setting set so that it's like eternal.
I heard about that. It's so crazy. Like really, I want to know that my grandmother's still racist and homophobic after she's dead. Like I don't really feel like I need to see somebody continue to post like them after they die.
Oh, I had a friend that he died about 2 years ago. I still get notices from Facebook of his birthday, etc.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind it. Reminds me. Gives me a reason to think about him.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool when people keep those up. It's
You can change them in memorial pages now.
Outgoing voicemail, you know, so you can hear their voice and. Cool.
But would you want them posting like something that's current, let's say like a current relevant status after they've passed away? That's a little weird to me.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
I would like to actually schedule stuff. Like, you know, if I ever came down with something terminal, I would schedule things for like a year and 2 years, because you can do it with Facebook, and I would just schedule random posts just to pop up, just to fuck with people. Basically, I feel like that would just for fun. I'd have to. I mean,
you'd have to kind of know when you were going to die.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have a post on my website that's in the drafts. That if a friend has the password, so if anything happens, he can post the post on my site. So I already have that written too.
It's really an odd concept, and going beyond the just like posting for you thing. As a marketer, I think it would be interesting just to take a look, and that's why I joined it, and that's why Eli joined it. Just to be able to see how well this program can like mimic you. Like, are we up to that place where we can actually program things that way? Because I think that is really telling when we're looking at all this AI stuff, right?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to do a little experiment with that and see, like, if you posted a bunch of stuff and ask me if I could tell.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, when it posts for you, it also posts as your alter picture thing. I don't know, like, I mean, who knows? It's new. It started actually 2 years ago, I guess. That's the earliest notification of someone like making a comment. Like, I guess it's the founder. But 2 years ago this started, and then it just barely picked back up recently. And the only people that I know that are joining Eli on this experiment are myself and Griswold Krem. So if any of you would like to join it, I'll put in the link after the show, and we can experiment together.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's always fun to try new social networks, even if they fail miserably, like Ello, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? I can't remember. It's something that I watched. I'm still like in vacation mode, really, but it might have been something I watched or just something I read. Oh wow! Hey, Aaron. Someone was talking about the benefits of waiting a couple of weeks before venturing into a new thing, and I thought that made so much sense. Like, it really does make a lot of sense, especially if you're going in there to try and turn a profit, or actually have like something that you really want people to say. But that's not really everybody. Some people are just using social media to be social and expand their mind.
And
So for people like that.
For forums too.
Mm-hmm.
The local. And learning about the people involved.
Yeah, definitely.
Or if you want to lock in that username before somebody else gets to it, so you can have the same username across the board. That's what I do too.
Yeah, I know, huh? How many Adam Abitables have there been?
There's actually one whose name is spelled a little
Avitable.
different. Avitable, that's right. Who is the he does like some visual effects, and so after the Lost season and series finale, people called me and was like, "Did you work on Lost?" Because they saw my name in the credits, and I was like, "No, different Adam Avitable," but there aren't a lot. But I mean, there's plenty of Avitables, and I try to use that as my username across the board. So my brother gets really pissed because he tries to sign up for anything and it already exists. So.
So your brother has. Okay, so you just use Avitable.
I just use Avitable because it's easier than put my first name in there too. So.
Don't you just like want to cheer every time you do that? Like I just like when I had KristinDrysdale.com, I was like, yes, I got it, and like the other Kristin Drysdale don't have it. Ha.
That's how I was with Avitable.com, and then Avitable.org and .net were both owned by different people, and one of them let it lapse, and I jumped right on it, and then I was so happy. I was like, you are no longer Avitable. Yeah.
You should like set up a Google alert.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you haven't already.
Well, there's already Avitable.ninjas, Avitable.guru, Avitable.rocks, NakedAvitable.com, so I got all of them.
There was already a Naked Avitable?
No, I bought that one just so
okay.
I could use it if I ever needed a good prank.
Prank? That's like what you're about.
Or my celebrity sex tape, whenever that comes out. Once I get together with Kesha, we'll see.
So funny. I want to welcome Erin to our show today. Hey, Erin.
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Terry.
You're welcome.
Terry's been trying to get us together for a while now, and like the one time that you invited me to something, like I couldn't get in because I had someone blocked. And you know what the stupid thing is like I had him blocked for like an ego thing. It was the only block I've ever had that wasn't because someone had like porn and stuff like on their site or their G+ thing. And like I totally learned my lesson. I'm like, I'm never ever letting my ego get in the way again because I really wanted to join you because Terry always says really nice things.
Oh, thank you, yeah. I have to send him an invoice for that. I mean,
checks in the mail.
Yeah, but you're much nicer than I am. I have over 300 people blocked, so you're a much nicer person than I am.
Well, I appreciate the counter perspective. But if you start posting things that like I don't want my kids seeing, that's
well, the thing is, most of these people that I've blocked have sent me private part pictures, so I had to. You know what I mean?
Our friend Sarah Altair got a chocolate penis once.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
I was like, did you eat it?
Oh, my goodness.
And she was like, no, Kristen, it was just a picture. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was funny, though. When she told me, I really thought that she meant like someone sent it to her in the mail.
Oh. Yeah, here in Brazil, I have an interesting story about that. Here in Brazil, there was a teacher, and he would give out chocolate penises as awards for the best student. So
it's a thing?
Yeah, it's really big here in Brazil. It was more like a joke. So you had the big chocolate one, the golden, the silver one, and the bronze. So, yeah. Let's move on to another topic.
No. Why is the big one got to be the chocolate one? Why is that? That just sounds racist.
They were all chocolate. They were all chocolate, but there were different colors. And he was a teacher, and he was a chemistry teacher actually. And he said the best student would win the biggest penis chocolate. So that was when I was in high school. That was a long time ago, but I never forgot.
I was a high school teacher?
Yes, he was a high school teacher.
Oh my gosh, I would have.
Brazil is a different culture. Obviously, this would not roll out very well in the United States, but this was here in Brazil. So.
Probably end up in jail.
We're a little bit more open-minded here in Brazil. So.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, does that open-mindedness like across all the different borders of the intelligence.
It's more about the joking around, you know. Everyone talks to everyone here. We joke around a lot.
Very touchy too, right? Very tactile.
Yes, yes. Actually, when you meet someone here in Brazil, if a woman meets a woman, every time you meet her, you have to kiss on both cheeks. And if a woman meets a man, you have to kiss on both cheeks. But a man doesn't have to kiss a man on both cheeks. So
doesn't have to, but if they do, are they considered?
You have to, yeah, you have to, or else everyone thinks you're weird. Like if I met you, every time I met you, let's say we met at a shopping center to have some coffee. Every time I saw you, I would have to kiss you on both cheeks.
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, it's just like a peck, right? It's just a peck.
Right. It's not like a tongue cheek or anything.
I wouldn't like it if you had like some weird kind of crazy lipstick on, because I'm my skin is very sensitive.
Right.
So
No,
maybe
but
I
you
can
don't
have
actually
wear a sign that says hypoallergenic kisses only.
No, you just put it in a big bubble. Live in a big bubble.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so what are you guys talking about? What is this hangout about?
It's bogus.
It's about what?
It's just a bogus hangout.
It's not about
bogus.
anything particular, right?
It's the Seinfeld of hangout.
It's a
I saw all these SEOs in here. I thought we were going to talk about SEOs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're talking about chocolate penises and kisses on the cheek.
That's why we're awesome.
Right? Oh, goodness.
We're showing the other side of SEOs. Yes, we could be intelligent people. Well, okay, so I can't even count myself in there. I'm like not even a junior SEO yet, but I have aspirations.
I don't do SEO at all.
But,
where did Terry go? He has to come back.
Yeah, you're like, where's my blankie?
Right? Oh my gosh, totally.
Can use me as your blankie for now.
I didn't see it slip away.
He probably just scared him on accident.
We scared him with the chocolate penis talk. I'm telling you, man.
On the flip side, Vin came in after that conversation was broached. Hey, Vin.
I'm here for the after hours.
Oh, I think it's kind of like all pretty much after hour kind of talk. Ammon would probably be throwing fits right now. Like, what are we talking about? I'm surprised you're being so good-natured, Bill. Like, you're awesome.
Oh, Bill has a great sense of humor. That's the part that some people don't know this, but I do. I know he has a great sense of humor. So.
Just don't bring up his sister, because I did that one time, and I wasn't even talking about his particular sister. I was just like, it was like a yo mama joke, but I didn't want to make a yo mama joke. I was trying to be original. Don't talk about his sister or anyone.
All right. I'll write that down in my little pink book. Don't bring up his sister. Okay.
Yeah, I made that mistake, and I got my slap on the hand, and I was like, I feel so bad. I think I really made Phil sad.
I think you just brought it up again. I think you just made the same mistake again. You just brought it up again.
But I'm doing it in a way to help others. So
Take it out of your mouth. Quickly.
Take the chocolate what out of my mouth?
Yeah, I mean, Ammon's really missing it. He's going to be kicking himself. His favorite topic, and he wasn't here.
I know.
There should be a new business, actually. New business ideas. You can just sign up and someone will send you a chocolate penis in the mail. Like, I feel like I should just
Yes, we need those.
Between chocolate, gold, silver, and bronze. I think that.
Yes.
I know.
Mm-hmm. They also have fillings, just so you know. There's different fillings for each one.
Organ donors.
There's normal filling and then after eating pineapple.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I can't do it.
Are Brazilians known for their chocolate?
We're known more for our coffee and for the corruption in our government.
Corruption of a few things. Now after the show. This is not one of my kids.
We're also known for our samba, which is nice, and women dancing almost naked during carnival. So, yeah.
Wait, Kristin,
that's what we're known for.
I don't think I've ever been on a show with you that you can show to your kids, have I?
that I've no.
Yeah, anytime I'm on a show with you, I don't think you can show it to your kids.
You know, I don't. I think I tried to pull out a little bit of the Adamness in you in the network show, and I don't think it really worked so well. You were very good. Like, you made me look like I was a lecher or something.
Okay, we're approaching the end of the show.
Thanks, Bill.
To close it out, let's have everybody go tell us something about what they're going to be doing for next week or so. Vince? What's that?
He was driving. You can't. He's driving.
Oh, possibly, because this is like around the time where he goes to pick up his son.
Terry, what are you going to be up to next week?
Oh, a little bit of writing and reading what you have to say as usual.
Ah, we'll have to come up with something. I was working on something this morning, so hopefully it'll be enjoyable.
Always is.
We'll see. John, what are you up to this week? Gonna do some stuff other than housework?
Yeah, actually, I have to get really serious and busy this week. Of course, I'm here, so I'm not that serious. Anyway, yeah, I've got to get a certain amount of work done for a certain client every single month. So I've got to put in my hours this week and get some stuff done so that I keep them happy and they get their progress going. So yeah, I've been working on that. So yeah, I'm actually going to work this week. So, bummer.
I may have to do some of that too. Gina, what is your upcoming week like?
Let's see. We have a rush proposal to get out for a project that we already know we're getting, which is really cool for the local International Orchid Show. So that'll be a lot of fun imagery, and working on a lot of projects. And our young puppy, who's now 13 months, is officially in heat, so I'm changing diapers all day long. And she looks really cute in them, actually. Very funny. So that's taking a lot of my attention. Not really, but it's fun to talk about.
Erin, what are you up to for the next week?
I have a few clients that I need to get their work done, and then I also want to separate some time to dive into Divi, which is the WordPress theme that I bought to install, and it's not as easy as I thought it would be, so I have to kind of dive into Divi, customizing Divi and all that fun. So that's what I'm diving into this week for sure. After I do my client work, I'm diving into Divi.
So, I was going to say, shall we try to grab Ben while he's there, but...
I'm here.
Okay. What are you doing for the next week? Because we didn't understand you.
Trying to find Ammon Johns.
Yeah.
He does this on purpose. He's elusive, like, purposely.
What about you, Kristin? What are you up to this week?
Well, I saw this thing where David Amerlin is going to be coming in September to driving sales conference in Las Vegas. And I'm going to continue my very covert campaign to catch his attention on that, because I want to build up this thing where, like, he knows I'm, like, very aware, he's going to be there, and I'm just in Arizona, and I want to propose a night where we can hang out. Woo! So he speaks on Monday, and he's going to be there the whole week. I figure he should have at least one night where, you know, we can get everyone together that's around in here. That's what I'm doing.
Adam, what's your week coming up look like?
I've got a couple things. There's a charity I participate in every week where I support like single moms, $1 bill at a time. So I'll be doing that probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights for a couple hours. It's called Dancers Royale. And then now that all the married men have left Ash and Madison, I'm going to go in there and see what's available. And then I'm officiating a wedding this weekend because I'm actually also an ordained minister as well as that. The biggest thing I'm doing, though, is starting, it's 2 weeks. I'm going to be on tour, going all the way up to Knoxville and back, stopping in 8 cities from September 7th to 15th. It's called the Undercover Comedy Tour. So that's at undercovercomedy.com.
Huh.
So there you go. But the most important thing, of course, is the strippers. I mean, that's really that's my fuel, anyways.
Yeah. And everyone has to have, you know, their individual fuel.
Right, exactly.
With me, it's apparently David Amerlin and the chance to hang out with him, like when he's at a conference. You, strippers. We all have our currency.
Exactly. Speaking of which, I think I just saw mine pull in, so I think she just got home.
Ouch.
Phil, what are you up to?
I'm up to as little as possible. I'm actually probably going to do some work if I can. I think I might write some stuff and publish it.
I'm looking forward to that.
Do that, so.
You better. I need something to read, you know.
I know, Bill. When you don't publish, like, I seriously, like, really, like, I understand that because there's like a week where I didn't see something, or I don't know. It's like enough days where I noticed. Like, I haven't seen anything from Bill. It's like, what am I gonna write about? Or, like, where's my mindset? I don't know. Bill needs to write something, and then I saw that you wrote something. And I was like, yes. Thank you, everyone, for coming here and being part of our Bogus Hangout. I just can't speak more to the value and importance in being able to get to know people beyond who they are as just their business face. Getting to know the soul behind it is just immensely enjoyable. And thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, really nice meeting you, Adam.
Later.